Fattening boys, how we doing?
Certainly, man. You all right?
Yeah, man, all good,
Good.
all good. Never part the bus. Arsenal transfer news, transfer talk. Just want to get your thoughts, lads, on what you think of our transfers so far. Do you think who we brought in is is enough? Do we need more? Is it enough to get us through the season or get, to achieve our short-term goals or whatnot? And just basically, going into that first game next week against Fulham, what are our chances and how are we going to set up and how are we going to move forward? Let's go to Nate first.
Yeah, I'm pleased with the transfers we've done so far. There's probably a bit still work to do, but I think Gabriel, he has the potential to have a good partnership with Saliba. And I think they're still probably going to play three at the back with David Luiz. So I'm quite happy with that. I think I'm all right with our defence at the moment. We still got to get rid of a few defenders. Midfield-wise, Ceballos coming back. I think it's positive if Ceballos at the end of the season was good. And I just think probably another midfielder just to kind of steal it up a little bit, kind of ballsy in the midfield. And I think, we've got a decent team that hopefully should get us back into contention, at least with top four.
Yeah, I agree with the midfielder. I reckon like another CAM, you know what I mean? Something that spice things up and get us moving forward a bit quicker. I agree with you, especially if we're losing Ozil, you know what I mean? All right, cool. So let's go to backs.
Likewise, I'm happy with Gabriel coming in, the defender. Sorry, if I got your name right. Coming in. Sabaya, the other young defender. It's a good look. See what his potential is about. To tell the truth, I haven't seen that much of him. Heard he was like, there was good things about him in France and everything. He's positive reviews and everything. Obviously, the one we know more about, William, I'll take that all day. Regardless, people saying, because of his age, this, that, that's all nonsense. He's still got a lot to give. And people have got to bear in mind as well, we're full of youth. On the wings especially, we've got Saka there, we've got Martinelli, we've got Nelson. And now they're good, their potential and everything, but they may not be ready to start and go with for the whole season. So them coming in, with us having Pepe there in his second season, I reckon his feet are going to touch the ground much more solidly this season. I reckon we're going to see a lot more of him. William, his wisdom, his experience, he's going to pass that on to the young'uns. Hopefully, him and Martinelli will have a little special bond and friendship on and off the pitch through the Brazilian thing. We've got a lot of Brazilians there now. The 3-5-2, like was said before, I think we've got to stick with that. I think we've got to stick with that for obvious reasons. We play a lot more better that way. I even think it helps Ceballos in the midfield. I think that's what helps him flourish more in that setup there. And as well, obviously, with William for the wing, it will get us to play Aubameyang more central. Because we was putting him on the wing. I don't know whether it was because we didn't believe in the wingers or anything like that. But with William there, whether he plays every game or not, I think it's going to give a better balance to us, definitely. I'm happy with it. Like you said, an attacking midfield, I'll take him. But I don't think it's a priority like that. We've got to get rid of Stefanos and Mustafi, although I would say he's the most improved player towards the end of the season. He's still got to go, unfortunately, man. He's still got to go. He can come and play for the Vets or something. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Cool. All right, so on the back of that then, Gibbo, are we, in terms of what obviously Nate and Bax just said, are we doing enough? Are we doing what we can? Or are we falling below what's expected of us?
In terms of the transfers?
Yeah.
In terms of the transfers,
for me... Like, you see what Chelsea's doing.
Yeah. Obviously, it's not the same caliber. I think, for me personally, I think Willian is a good buy. He's a good buy. He's someone that can come in straight into the team now, hit the ground running. He brings, as Bax said, he brings a lot of experience. He's got technique. I think he got it's like 10 goals, 8 assists last season, something like that. His best goal tally. So he comes in and he can get into it straight away. With Saliba and Gabriel, I'm a little bit more dubious about, can they come in straight away and do the thing? Are they going to be able to step into it and be like, right, okay, we're here and we're solid centre backs? So for me, I'm still a little bit iffy as to how that's going to turn out. I think the positive thing is that they're both young, and looking forward, if you're looking 2-3 years down the line, you know, they're tying them down to 5-year contracts. I think that's brilliant. So the future looks good. 3-4 years down the line looks good. Right now, you know, Saliba's what, 19? Gabriel's 22 or something like that. So I'm still a little bit dubious about it, but I'm happy with the signings for the future. For right now, is it going to let get us into the top 4 for next season? Only time will tell. I think what's also interesting, obviously looking at the signing of Gabriel and Saliba, both coming from the French league, was that obviously one of our best defenders over the past like 10 years, like Koscielny, he came from French division as well. I think I think he even came from the second division when he came in. From Lorient. From Lorient, yes. So he, again, no one knew much about him. He came in and he done really well. So if they can emulate what he did, then they're 2 good buys. So for me, I think it's enough to start pushing for the top 4. Will it get us into the top 4? I still think central a holding midfielder is needed. I think that Thomas Partey one needs to get done. And I think that for me, Willian should be playing more central in that central role as that attacking guy instead of Ozil. Obviously, Ozil's not been playing, but in that role that Ozil should be playing to be more creative. So all in all, for me, it's been an okay transfer window, not brilliant, okay, but obviously we still got a month left.
Yeah. So yeah, again, I personally think we're doing what we can. If I was to pick any of the 3, we're doing what we can. We're not falling below par. We're doing what we can. Solid signings in Willian. Hopefully Aubameyang pens. I think he's gonna pen. So I'm not too anxious about that one. Ceballos nailing him down again for another season, I think was a good idea. In terms of what he's been doing for us, no one else has been doing. So it makes sense that he stays. But in terms of outgoings, yeah, Bellerin, keep him or let him go. Considering we ain't got a backup, keep him or let him go. I'll give my thoughts. I like Bellerin.
We got backup.
We got
backup. That's what I'm saying.
We got backup.
Who Cedric?
We've got 3 players.
We got Cedric. We got Maitland-Niles. There's players there.
Maitland might still go though.
No, Maitland ain't going nowhere.
Sure.
He ain't going nowhere.
You don't think so? So what you reckon? Man, reckon them last 2 games saved him because he played out of his skin.
I don't know if it saved him. I don't know if he was ever ready to go. To be honest.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I think the problem what it was is that he wanted to play centre midfield, and I think as long as he understands that the best thing for him to be in and around the team than him pushing for a centre midfield place where he's not ready for. And I think he's good with that. He's good on the one-on-ones. He's learning a new skill. Do you know what I mean? Like learning how to track back, learning how to defend. He might actually say, actually, you know what? This is my thing. Ashley Cole used to be a striker until Wenger said, you got to be a left back. Now look, he was one of the world's best left backs. I think sometimes you got to just direct him where you need him to be.
Yeah. Agreed. But I think we could all agree he wasn't doing the best. He was not doing the best in that position for a long time. And then for me, from the semi-final up until the Community Shield game, Charity Shield game, sorry, I think he played out of his skin immense. Do you know what I mean? And I almost wanted to hold on to him. That's why I asked the question about Bellerin. I like him, but you have to compare him to the other right backs or other wingers, other wing backs in the Premier League. And for me, he's not top 3. So do we keep?
He's not top 3. If he's not top 3, then he can go. But you know, he's a lower player. Listen, he plays for the shirt. You know Bellerin's gonna.
He plays for the back. He knows what it means to play for Arsenal.
Yeah,
that's
why he'll give you a solid 7 out of 10. Is he gonna push us forward? I don't know. Has he got the right mentality to push us forward? I don't know. So for me, let Arteta come in, let him make the changes, let him get rid of some of the players that have been around but hasn't moved us forward. And for me, for Maitland-Niles, it was a change of mentality. That's what it seemed to me. That's what's changed with Maitland-Niles. I think he always had the ability. It was he thinking like a right back? And I think that's what Arteta's done. He's changed his mentality in football. And that's for me is key.
There you go. You see the big thing you just said there, I think, is Arteta. I'm mentioning Arteta, yeah? Because again, I'm going to bring Mustafi as well. I think that's strictly down to Arteta. He's the same human being that was under Emery and so on. and it's Arteta that's getting this performance out of him. He ain't been the best defender in the world, but them silly mistakes, things like that, his concentration, same thing Gibbo just said about mentality. I think Mustafi's changed. I think the same's happened to Nathan Niles. Like was said before with Nate, about him understanding the role he's got to play. Maybe even Arteta's giving them examples of players like Ashley Cole that came into the team or came into the Arsenal setup saying, this is my position, and they were shown that their attributes serve a different position much better. It's happened with Kieran Gibbs. I heard Sol Campbell used to be a striker. Cool, he started off at stupid Tottenham, but he was another player that had to learn, look, your attributes are more suited somewhere else. So Nathan knows a good man.
Chris Sutton.
Cedric can come in. Yeah, Cedric, but he can come in the Carabao Cups. He can come in when we have to play our 3 games in 12 days and all of that. But I think Nathan knows the fact that as well, he's showing he's still improving. Lets you know that right now he's tidy, much less if he's going to carry on improving the way he is. And I may be acting naive or whatever, but with Arteta, I'm seeing that. I don't know whether it's his man management, putting his arm around the shoulder, but he's getting things out of players that, look, let's not be silly. I remember Gary Neville and them guys saying our defence especially was Sunday League. And I'm watching it thinking Sunday League's disrespecting Sunday League defenders. I've played with some better defenders than how our defenders were acting. And then this guy's come and we're keeping clean sheets. David Luiz ain't crazy no more. It's like,
Dave.
come on.
Dave.
Dave. So
Fair point.
I let someone talk, but yeah, that's my view on that, man.
Fair point. I think to end it, lads, obviously, we kick off the season next week against Fulham away. Ideally, if you could bring in 2 players in 2 positions for our team, ideally, which positions and which players? Gibbo.
For me, the key one's Partey. Partey will be a massive signing for us. I think Saliba needs to play a little bit further forward. You can do that if Partey comes in and plays alongside Xhaka. I think that's what he'd want to do and push Ceballos a little bit. A little bit further forward. So Partey definitely. I would like another attacking midfielder. Who would I want to bring in? Not too sure. That kid they're talking about from Lyon. I've not seen that much about him. Is it Aurora or whatever is that guy? I've not seen a lot of him. I'm just going off what I'm hearing. But if he's available, I'll take him. I'll take Coutinho as well. Coutinho's proven in the Premier League. He can do bits in the Premier League. So he can do bits as well. So I think Partey for me is key. I think defensive midfield is we need to sound that up. And then someone who's going to unlock things and score from midfield. Because that's what we're missing. We can't rely on Aubameyang to be banging in all the goals. It's mad. Like, listen, we've played well over the past, before lockdown wasn't great. After lockdown, we was good. But Aubameyang was banging in all the goals. If we didn't have Aubameyang, the season would have been dead for us. If you take his goals out of it, 2 goals in the final, 2 goals in the semi-final, it's a different end of the season that we're talking about. Would he have signed for this season? Probably not. He would be gone. Because we wouldn't have no European football. So, we need to bring someone in that's going to create from the midfield and banging them goals and get them assists. So for me, Partey and an attacking midfielder.
Partey and attacking midfielder. I'd have said Coutinho, if you'd asked me. Definitely. If he's up for grabs, get him in, man. Like, for me, it's a no-brainer. Nate?
Yeah, I'd go with Partey. I think he's a tidy midfielder, and I think he'll add a little bit of skill that we've been missing for a long time. Like you said, I've been listening to these commentators talking a lot of trash, bruv, and every time they're just talking like Arsenal got a soft underbelly, and I'm like, bruv, I'm there every week. You lot are very disrespectful. You got like non-fans just talking, like just them. They don't even watch football, but they listen to Sky Sports News. They're trying to have banter with you in the staff room. Like, don't talk to me, innit? Like, you don't know nothing, bro. So for me, I'd want a defensive midfielder. And to be honest, I don't. Ozil, the ship may have sold. The ship may have not sold. I don't know. He played like in the friendly couple of days ago. if Ozil could get anywhere near the old Ozil, because if I'm hearing that Ozil ain't leaving, then we need to do something. Like, he needs to do something because we're paying a man a lot of money. So if he's not doing something, I'd rather him be in and around the team.
Yeah.
And if Laka, my thing is, while I don't believe that he thinks Nketiah is better than Lacazette, I think if we get a midfielder, an attacking midfielder that can start stringing those passes, if we do play Lacazette, Lacazette doesn't have to come so far to receive the ball. So which hopefully means he becomes a better striker and he takes some of that weight off of Aubameyang. Because I think Aubameyang, although he likes scores for fun, I think there needs to be some more goals within our team. So like I'm hoping that Willian, I'm hoping that Martinelli, Saka, all of those kind of guys can start contributing to the goals. Because I think that's what's missing from us really, is that we're not scoring enough goals. The goals are not dispersed amongst the team enough. So if we can get some goal scorers, that's what I think would be good.
Right.
Would you sell Lacazette?
This is the problem.
Would you sell Lacazette if you could bring in Partey?
That's the problem.
This is it. If
Sorry,
it's surely a financial thing,
I was gonna do a quick bang, bang.
if it's surely a financial thing, you sell Bellerin, you sell Lacazette, you sell Torreira, you sell Guendouzi, because those realistically are assets that can make money.
Yeah.
So you sell them
And can be replaced as well.
Yeah, only with the intention that you're going to replace them straight away and replace them with better. Then I'm saying, if you're not, then you got to keep Lacazette, because Lacazette I still think is an assassin.
Yeah.
Would you sell Lacazette if you could get Partey?
My problem would be, yes, I would, but the problem would be, is I would still need to get someone up front who could also replace Lacazette. So I don't necessarily know if Eddie Nketiah is ready yet. That would be my thing. And God forbid Aubameyang gets injured, who else is there to step up? That would be my danger of selling Lacazette.
True.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'll take Partey, boy. I'll take him all day. But it's the sacrifice we have to make. If we can let off Guendouzi for him, that's a no-brainer. I mean, because look, we can still sell Stepanos, Mustafi. If we get to sell them, sell Bellerin, Guendouzi, we should be able to work something out for Partey, because I swear his buyout clause is like 40 million or something like that. Now, really, the fact that we're in bits to try and scrape something for that, it's a bit embarrassing as Arsenal, but we understand what's going on. But him, I'll take, in terms of the attacking midfield, if we want another option for that, the reason why I would say Coutinho, and the reason why I would go with him is for the same reason as in, it seems more realistic for us in the sense of we could get him on loan. There wouldn't be this transfer fee. We might even have to do an embarrassing thing where we do a part wages thing, so we don't have to cover his whole salary. But to me, that seems more realistic, because I heard them on Sky. I know Nate said about Sky Sports News, but I believe in that as well. But they were saying we've got 33 squad members or something like that. So, and we've got a lot like Cool Holdings going on loan, things like that. But we've got players that if we let go, we will survive. We will survive. Even, I like him a bit, but it's even Reece Nelson. We could get a little change for him and he could go and we wouldn't miss him like that. With Martinelli there, William just now coming, although I like your idea of playing him in the hole. You understand what I'm saying? I'm even thinking that's where Arteta's plans may lie with him more, or even certain times playing him out wide, certain times playing in the hole, depending the game. But the partly I'll take all day, but I don't want to give up Laka for him for exact same reasons that Nate said. May God forbid anything happen to the goal machine. What are we doing? Where's the goals? All the goals coming from? Nketiah is young. He's hungry. I respect what he's offering to us and all of that, but he's not ready to jump in if everybody's like, look, it's on you now, boom, boom, boom. Laka can more deal with that. So, that's my
personally. Personally, we're talking Nketiah, but if he's fit and ready to go, I'm playing Martinelli ahead of Nketiah anyway, personally.
As the striker? As
the striker, yeah. If Aubameyang's not there, we need to put somebody else in that spot. I'm playing Martinelli. The kid was doing amazing.
What, ahead of Lacazette?
No, obviously not ahead of Lacazette. Not ahead of Lacazette. Ahead of Nketiah. We're talking about obviously young, up and coming. If Aubameyang wasn't available and Lacazette wasn't available, then for me, it's Martinelli. Even boy, I might even interchange the two. Like I said, and Martinelli, and see how they work out, because that kid was doing some stuff, man. Like to get into the first team, and then when he got there, he's still pulling out performances.
The problem is going to be though, he's coming back from that injury, and it's about how he can come back from that injury. Do you know what I mean? There's those certain things, and even when we talk about stuff like Bellerin, and we say he's not top 3, but we forget he was out for a whole season. You know what I mean? And he's only just really kind of hitting the ground running now. Like his pace
never going to be the same.
Trying to come back, he may never be the same.
I don't think he will.
But for me, the fact that you still got big clubs like PSG and all of these kind of clubs that are looking for him shows me that actually, slow down a moment. Like, is it that they see something else that we're going to miss? Or is it like we're ahead of the game and we're saying, yeah, let's get rid of him? Because for me, when you can still draw in those big clubs, that means there's something about you.
That's 100% true. But my only thing with him is, like I said, I like Bellerin from day dot. He knows what it means to play for Arsenal. Like, he understands the culture, everything. Grew up around the area, all of that. He's got a Cockney accent, for God's sake. You know what I mean? When he goes forward, I have to compare him in terms of end product to the likes of Trent, Wan-Bissaka, Robertson, Chilwell. These are the people he's going up against. And in terms of end product, he's not there with them yet. He's not levels with them yet. So,
and he's not the best defender either.
And he's not the best defender.
Yeah,
so if we're talking in that respect, that's where he's not top 3. And I've mentioned I ruled off like 4 man, so he's probably just squeezing into the top 5, if at all. But in terms of him as a player, love him. But if he can improve that side of his game, I'll keep him all day long. I wouldn't even look to get rid of him. Keep him right there, and he'd be my starter.
But I had a conversation the other day, and I was like, he's not the best defender, and he's not the best attacker. So that means he can be replaced. He doesn't get assists going forward. I think he scored, 1 goal, maybe 2 goals last season. I remember 1 goal against Chelsea, and I think 1 other goal. He doesn't get the assists. His end product's not the greatest. Don't get me wrong, I'm not ridiculing Bellerin and saying he's crap. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we can get 30 plus million for him right now, I'll be snapping that up, bro. I'd snap that up. I'll take it. I'll take it and say thanks for your loyalty. But it's time to move on, mate.
I'll do the same.
I'm with it.
We're going to end it on that note, but before we go, one question, and give me a yes or a no. Quick fire. Would you take Gareth Bale, Gibbs?
Yes.
Nate? Max?
No.
Why?
Huh? Don't respect him. Children are here, so I can't curse. I really want to curse. Don't care about it. Go away. No.
All right, cool. Say no more.
We're ready for the champagne, baby.